Blessings, your girl coming back in with another one. And I don't know why I feel like I want to have to make this into 2 videos, but let's see what happens. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. So let's go, let's get it. Trap life. That trap life. When a narc pursue you for whatever reason, because I don't want to list all the reasons, relationship and all, friendship, whatever. When a narc pursue you, what they're doing is they're pursuing you so that you can be part of this trap life that they have planned for you. This trap life. Like, you don't even know that you're walking into a trap until it's like too late by the time that you figure it out. They want to have total control over you, your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, your thoughts, your dreams, what you say, what you do. They want to have full control of that. And the main thing that they want is they want you to fear them. They think that as long as you fear them, that you will never go nowhere and they can get you to do whatever it is that they want you to do. Because you fear them. And when you get out of it, I'm just going to let you know, when you get out of it, when you get to that point where you realize how much of a coward they really were, how they was nothing to fear, how the lifestyle and who they really were and the things they really did, like the real them, when you get out and realize that that's what they really were, you'll just be like, wow. They're like this little bitty mouse, this little bitty kid trying to control an adult by screaming and hollering and kicking and yelling and, enraged. So when you get out, you be thinking like, this was a coward the whole entire time, yo. And I was afraid of this. That's what they want. They just want mind control. And then they want to have you in this trap life. And then they get mad when you realize that this is not the life for you. This is not the way you want to live. So when you finally do wake up, and because when you don't know what you're dealing with, you'll try to address it with them. That's kind of where you go wrong. And a lot of us done that, where you're addressing them, trying to get it corrected. But all you doing is just giving them answers that giving them awareness that you are awakening up. And you also giving them answers to things that they didn't know when you're, telling them how you're feeling. And so they go through this thing, and all of a sudden you start feeling different, looking different, acting different. And what they do is, when you finally get to the point where you're done, I want y'all to listen to this part. When you finally get to the point where you're done and they go through those threats, because they had already, the moment they got with you, they had already started planting seeds, meaning the smear campaign, like in everybody's ear, just saying little things about you. But we'll get back to that. But when you're finally done and they start threatening you, like, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to tell this, and I'm going to tell such and such this, or I'm going to tell such and such that, or I'm going to, show such and such this and show such and such that, and whatever. And what I'm going to say right here is, don't let you worried about people talking about you to keep you in an abusive relationship with the narc, because that's their main go-to. Oh, I'm going to tell people this, and I'm going to tell you people that about you, and I'm going to tell, because what they want to do is ruin your reputation. Okay? But when you're fighting for life and death, you shouldn't even give a damn about a damn reputation. You should be worried about survival. And that's what they want you to worry about. They want you to focus on what they're going to be telling people. Now, if they tell people or not, or show people things or not, it doesn't even really matter. Convince people or not, then they just help take out the trash for you. You don't have to explain anything because they wasn't there to endure the abuse and the torture that you went through in this trap life that they set up for you. They be trying to make people think that you're crazy when they the one that look and sound crazy. When they're, raging out and kicking holes in the walls and tearing up things, and the cops just coming to your house over and over again, and then everybody seeing a different you. And even if they like, oh, I'm gonna call your job, or I'm gonna call CPS or whatever, so they call your job and whatever, and tell your job like, oh, she's like having mental health, or he's having mental health problems, or whatever. First of all, you hadn't had no problem with your job before you got with this person. So your job should be smart enough, unless they're narcs too, but they should be smart enough to identify, like, yeah, this is something that's fishy with this. Even people that they try to turn against you, people that know you, should be like, something's fishy with this. But the people that roll with it, who cares? Don't stay in these toxic ass relationships because you're worried about someone talking about you. This trap life. Don't stay in this relationship because they try to make you scared of them. Life ain't about fearing someone. How does that work? Make that make sense to me. That you have to live your life every single day in fear. That you have to sit there and walk on eggshells, not knowing how this person is going to feel each and every day, and try to read their moods so that you can try to, regulate if they're going to explode or rage or whatever the hell they're going to do. Okay? Don't set yourself up for this trap life. Don't set yourself up for it. It doesn't even really matter. Like, the devil comes in all type of packages. And people be out there like, don't care because they like, oh, I don't care because at least I got a man. Oh, I don't care, at least I got money. Oh, I don't care because of this or because of that or whatever. Then fine. But for people that do care, because once you get to the point where you just don't care, and the narc is not getting anything out of you anymore because you're just like not even a doormat anymore. You're just like the dirt beneath their toes. It's not fun anymore. So now they're just going to turn up the heat and do more and more and more. They're going to keep you there until they can find someone else. But they're also going to keep you there because they know no matter what happens, they're going to lose anybody that's smarter than you. But they can always go back to you. It's like, why would you trade in some diamonds for some Cuban zirconians? Okay. That's what you do when you sign up, and you sign up with this trap life with these knocks. You was a diamond. Your life was like flourish. It was like you was doing your thing, and then all of a sudden you're going over there and you connecting and building something with the narc, and now all of a sudden that you're with them, you're not a diamond anymore. You're a Cuban zirconia, and your value went down because that's what they try to make you think. So that's another thing. They try to brainwash you and make you think that you're worthless and you're this and you're that, until it's embedded into your brain to the point that you really start to believe it. It's a trap life. It's a trap life. And people that like really truly love you, it's like sometimes they won't say anything, but you got them ones that say something, be like, hey, you ain't the same anymore. Ever since such and such came around, you're not the same anymore. And I'm going to say, stop protecting your abuser. I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. One of my students said this. One of the students came to me and said, hey, such and such is picking on me. And I called them up and I was like, blah, blah, blah. And they walked past that student and said, you a snitch. Let me tell you something about that. That's what narcs think. That's what narcs think. They think that you can snitch on them at any time. But they don't want you to snitch, because if this baby hadn't snitched, whatever that child was doing to him would have continued. So they'll try to shame you and be like, you a snitch, so that you can continue to let them abuse you. So that's why these narcs comes up with these tactics, especially the smear campaign and threats and all that, and raging and threatening you and threatening unaliving you and threatening to CPS or threatening to whatever they want to do. And this is why they do that. Because they know that you hold the key to who they really are, especially if you were with them for a long time. That's why they hate that main supply. But it's more than that main supply that could tell you who they really are. But that main supply, that main supply is the key to the secrets. So that's the one that they want to be like, you a snitch. Or don't be a snitch. And, you know, if you feel like you don't want to be a snitch, you're just going to keep being abused. And then it's like, then when you do tell people what's going on, and then people come to your rescue, these are the ones that, I don't know what to say. Let me bite my tongue on that one. And then they go and defend the narc. They didn't say it the worst. They actually told the truth. And when people came through trying to help them and whatever, and save them from the narc, and then the narc ended up talking them back in or whatever, and now they're cutting off all those other people, and they're trashing all those other people, whatever, and turning on those other people or whatever. This is why a lot of people don't like to help these DV situations. That's why. They'll even put it out there on the internet on how they're being abused, coming online with black eyes and all that. And then when people start giving their comments or whatever, they'll come back and be like, well, I know y'all saw a 15-second video, but he's not all that bad and blah, 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 until she's unalived. So I'm going to leave it there. I should have broke this down into two, but I'm just going to leave it there. That's my video. That's my video. Do not let them trap you into this trap life of this plan that they have for you. When you get in whatever type of relationship with them, you don't even know that your life is over. Your life is going to be the plan that they have for you. And they do it in like little drips and drips gradually. Like, you know, they'll be like, oh, I don't really like that on you. And next thing you know, you're changing your clothes. Oh, I don't like that makeup on you. And next thing you know, you're not wearing it. Oh, I don't like that wig on you. But that's how they met you. That's what they do. So they'll try to like start little heat checking and, you know, trying to mind play games with you to see if you'll go for it. And anyway, I'm so glad it wasn't me, because I was not going to change anything about what I do. But when that side fake ass friend supply and the narc tried to tell me, you know, I don't really like that, won't you do it, and tried to get me to do it, and when I realized she was doing it, and then she asked for my opinion, and I was like, girl, you look so damn stupid. That's my video.